Welcome to Highbury, a quaint and charming English village. And now, meet Emma Woodhouse, very beautiful and undeniably privileged. Clever and rich, a woman of considerable intellect and fortune, and the undisputed queen bee of Highbury society. She reigns supreme in her social circle. She's got no interest in marriage, absolutely none. For herself, thank you very much. She considers it a rather unnecessary institution, at least for someone like her. Her father, Mr. Woodhouse, is a lovable worrywart, perpetually concerned about everyone's well-being, and her governess Miss Taylor just married Mr. Weston, a joyous occasion for all, especially Emma. Emma takes full credit for that match. Entirely responsible in her own mind, she fancies herself a natural-born Cupid, a gifted matchmaker with an uncanny ability to see who belongs with whom. With Miss Taylor gone, now Mrs. Weston, Emma's bored and itching for a new project, a new challenge to occupy her considerable energies. Enter Harriet Smith, a newcomer to Highbury, sweet, impressionable and rather unworldly, and Emma's next matchmaking mission. She sees in Harriet a blank canvas ready to be moulded. Emma decides Harriet deserves, in her oh-so-humble opinion, a grander match than a simple farmer. Someone of higher social standing, of course. She's determined to upgrade Harriet's love life, whether Harriet wants her to or not, convinced she knows best. After all, Emma's always right, or so she believes. Highbury is about to become Emma's playground for romance, a stage for her elaborate matchmaking schemes. What could possibly go wrong? Famous last words, perhaps? Hold on to your teacups. Things are about to get a little messy. Emma's meddling is just getting started, and the consequences are sure to be both hilarious and heartbreaking. Let the matchmaking mischief begin. Prepare for a whirlwind of romantic entanglements and social faux pas. Emma's first move in the intricate game of love and society. Convince Harriet to reject Robert Martin, the kind, honest farmer, a man of good character and prospects, in favour of Mr. Elton, the charming, albeit somewhat vain vicar. A man Emma deems a more suitable match for Harriet's perceived potential. Emma, with her persuasive words and unwavering confidence, fills Harriet's head with dreams of marrying up, of ascending the social ladder, certain, in her own mind at least, that Mr. Elton is undeniably interested in Harriet. A conviction based more on her own desires than any concrete evidence. Plot twist, a rather significant one, I might add. Mr. Elton, it turns out, actually fancies Emma herself, not the impressionable Harriet. A rather rude awakening for everyone involved. Cue the world's most awkward carriage ride, filled with misconstrued advances and uncomfortable silences. And a very embarrassed Emma, realizing the full extent of her misjudgment and the social faux pas she has committed. Harriet's heartbroken, her romantic hopes dashed by Emma's meddling. And Emma's grand matchmaking plan is quite simply a disaster of epic proportions. Enter Frank Churchill, a new face on the scene. Charming, mysterious, with an air of sophistication that captivates the Highbury set, and a notorious flirt, known for his easy charm and playful banter. Emma naturally enjoys the attention, basking in the glow of his admiration, but can't quite figure him out, sensing a hidden depth beneath his charming facade. Meanwhile, Jane Fairfax, a woman of quiet elegance, arrives. Talented, reserved, and accomplished in ways that Emma perhaps secretly envies, and a bit of a rival for Emma, stirring up feelings of unease and competition. At the infamous Box Hill picnic, a seemingly idyllic outing that quickly descends into social disaster, Emma's wit, usually a source of amusement, goes too far, crossing the line into cruelty, and she thoughtlessly insults the well-meaning but somewhat long-winded Miss Bates. Mr. Knightley, ever the voice of reason and moral compass in Emma's life, calls her out on her behaviour, delivering a much-needed reprimand. It's a much-needed reality check for Emma, forcing her to confront the consequences of her actions and the flaws in her character. Suddenly, matchmaking and indeed life itself doesn't seem so simple or so easily manipulated after all. Mr. Knightley's scolding truly hits home. It's a pivotal moment of reckoning for Emma. His words, though harsh, are delivered with genuine care for her well-being and a desire for her to recognize the consequences of her actions. Emma finally begins to see her own flaws, perhaps for the first time with true clarity. The realization dawns on her that her actions haven't always been as benevolent as she believed. She realizes that meddling in others' lives, even with the best intentions, can actually do real harm and cause unforeseen consequences. Her attempts at matchmaking have created more problems than solutions. Emma starts to grow up, finally shedding some of her youthful naivete and embracing a more mature perspective on life and relationships. She begins letting people make their own choices, understanding that their happiness is not hers to orchestrate. She learns to respect their autonomy and trust their judgment. Harriet finds happiness with someone Emma once dismissed, a farmer, a perfectly respectable young man. Oh, the irony. It's a humbling lesson for Emma, a stark reminder that her judgment isn't always infallible. Emma learns to respect others' paths even if they diverge wildly from what she envisioned for them. Even if they don't match her meticulously laid plans, she understands that happiness can be found in unexpected places. And for Emma herself, what does the future hold for our headstrong heroine? She discovers her true feelings, a deep and abiding love for Mr. Knightley, her longtime friend and confidant. He was the one who always saw her clearly, flaws and all, and loved her not in spite of them, but perhaps because of them. Their romance is a slow burn, a testament to the power of friendship and mutual respect. But it's so incredibly satisfying when they finally acknowledge their feelings for one another. Emma's journey, her transformation from a well-intentioned meddler to a more mature, self-aware woman, is what makes her so relatable and enduring as a character. She's flawed, yes, undeniably so. Funny, often unintentionally. And most importantly, she learns from her mistakes, growing and evolving throughout the story. Jane Austen's sharp wit, keen observations, and profound insight into human nature make this story utterly timeless and eternally relevant. That's precisely why we still adore Emma. Even after all this time, she's absolutely smashing, imperfections and all.